In this problem, notice what I have is an algebraic expression. It has variables in it, right? Remember, with numerical expressions that look like this, we can just use order of operations. This is an algebraic expression, but you know what? It's like kind of, but kind of not, because look, we're actually being given the values of both of the variables. There's an n, there's an f, there's another n. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug in the value of those variables, and we're going to make this algebraic expression into a numerical expression. So here it is. Okay, this is what we're focusing on. It says n times. Okay, so instead of n, we're going to write 6. So I'm going to write 6 times. Now I'm going to open my parentheses. Okay, now look. See this here? That says 5f. That means 5 times f. When I have a number next to a variable, that means multiplication. So what I want to write is 5 times f, where f is 2. Usually what I like to do is I like to use parentheses to plug in variables if I'm multiplying this. So this is 5 times f. I'm going to write 5 times 2, like this. Those parentheses mean multiplication. Okay, so far I have n times, parentheses, 5 times f. Look, n times, parentheses, 5 times f. Now I'm bringing down minus 18 over, now look, here's an n again. Remember, n is 6. Okay, so notice a couple things. This is structurally exactly the same as this. Nothing's changed. There's still parentheses. There's still a fraction. I'm just plugging in the values of the variables. This means multiplication, and so I use parentheses to communicate that. Okay, now this is a numerical expression. I can use order of operations. So parentheses first. So I'm going to ignore this for a moment and just do what's inside the parentheses. So I'm going to bring this down. Inside the parentheses, this is multiplication, and this is division, and this is subtraction. So I know the multiplication and division happen first. I'm going to go ahead and do the multiplication. 5 times 2 is 10. And the division, 18, this is 18 divided by 6. That's 3. I'm going to bring down the subtraction sign. Notice I still have parentheses, right? It's still grouping this. So I'm going to do this next. So 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay, and look, I'm going to use these parentheses. I can either do it like this. I can write 6 times 7, like that. Or I could say, oh, this is 6 times 7. Okay, either way, this is multiplication. Now look here, I actually could have had the 6 right here next to the parentheses, but I had the dot there. Doesn't matter. Either way, it means multiplication. 6 times 7 is 42. Okay, the secret word is cat. So on the Edulastic question, you'll type the word cat, C-A-T. Okay, let's take a look here. If x equals 5, evaluate. Okay, so look, wherever I see x, I'm going to plug in 5 instead. So 4, this is 4x squared. Look, I'm putting parentheses there instead. 4x squared, I'm plugging in 5. Minus 2 times, this is x plus 4, I'm going to write 5 plus 4. Okay, right here, I want you to pay really close attention because there's something really important that happens right here. This is exponent, and this is multiplication. A lot of people like to do the multiplication first. That's wrong. It's a really common mistake. Here, there's multiplication, there's exponent. We know order of operations with PEMDAS, right? Our exponents come first. Our exponents come first before multiplication. So I'm going to do this first. So I'm going to bring down 4 times 5 squared. That means 5 times 5. That's 25. Minus 2. Now look, this is in parentheses. Okay, so look, what am I doing first? I'm doing parentheses. This is parentheses. It's grouped like this. I'm going to do that math, 5 plus 4. I'm also doing the exponent first, not the multiplication over here. Look, now I have multiplication, I have subtraction. Let's do the multiplication first. I have 4 times 25. Look, I'm thinking to myself, how much do I have if I have 4 quarters? That's 100, right? I have $1, I have 100 cents. 2 times 9 is 18. And then I'm subtracting 100 minus 18. I'm going to do this in my head. The way that I would do it is I would do 100 minus 20 is 80, but I'm not subtracting 20, I'm subtracting 2 less than 20. So let's just give that 2 back to the 80. And there's my answer. Okay, remember the secret word is cat, so go ahead and type that in. Hopefully you have all these notes, and then you're going to move on here.